boxes here. So today's mystery box is a bit different. Normally I sort of plan to purchase them. This one came from the Tea Cave. There'll be a link in the description. Basically, he was doing something a bit different this time, and he did a mystery box raffle. So the only clue was that it would significantly exceed the value of £10, and the tickets are £1 each. So I thought, we'll have a go. I bought 3 tickets, so it cost me £3, and he did the draw on Sunday night, and today's Tuesday. Box is here. Came to my work, which is awesome. As you can see, really well packaged all over it. It says the Tea Cave mystery box, this way up, around the whole thing. Even on the top, I won't show you the top, it's got my address on it. So as you know, at the moment I've only got New World tarantulas. I have no idea what's in this box, because normally I request New Worlds only. No old words please, blah 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 blah, but I wasn't allowed to request anything in this, so we could end up with all sorts. I don't know the value at all, but to me the value was £3, so anything we get is going to be amazing. So let's get the GoPro going, crack that open, see what we've got. Right, so GoPro's on, it's above us. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good angle or not, but we'll find out. So yeah, as you can see in the GoPro, live insects everywhere. It's even got my winning raffle ticket on it, number 49, which is awesome. So let me get a knife, and let's get into this. I know that I'm sort of cutting my own head off in this camera, but I can't find anything to get the tripod a bit taller, so we just have to roll with it today, I'm sorry. So on top we have got some bubble wrap, which is good. Let's get rid of that. Then, oh, we can see spiders. Let's get rid of those peanuts as well. I'm going to pretend I can't see anything yet because I want to get them all out, so we'll just ignore what we can see. So we've got, that's 1, 2, oh there's a big one, 3, 4, let's just make sure there's nothing else in there. Nope, that's it, we're empty. So, let's have a look. Looking from the GoPro, we'll start with the biggest one. We have got an Indian violet. So, I'm pretty sure an Indian violet is a, what's it called? I think it's a Chilobrachys species, what is it? Chilobrachys fimbriatus is the Indian violet. So, we have my first old world, and it's not particularly small, I don't think. It's quite a big tub. Also looks like there's some webbing in there, so that's going to be a fun rehouse. Then we've got a sun tiger, which I know is also an old world. What's a sun tiger? I think the sun tiger is the, what's it, Psalmopeous, irminia, something like that. I'll put all the names in the bottom anyway. Then we have got in here a Trinidad olive. That's awesome. And the Trinidad olive is also, I believe, the incei, which is really good because the incei I got in my mystery box a few weeks ago actually passed away, which is unfortunate. So now I've got another one. It looks like a decent size as well. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. You can't really. It's in there, trust me. Hang on, let me. Oh, it's not going to focus. Okay, well, it's in there. I'll get some good shots once we've rehoused anyway. So, yeah, Trinidad olive, awesome. And last one is a Caribena Versicolor. That's my 3rd Versicolor. So that, for £3, is an amazing box. Now I need to psych myself up, find some enclosures, and get ready to do the rehouse, I guess. Awesome. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Thank you very much, Tea Cave. That is brilliant. Best £3 I've ever spent. Let's get some enclosures and I'll come back in a second. Right, so I've got an enclosure here. This is quite a big enclosure, so I think because of the size of the tub that the Indian violet or Chilobrachys fimbriatus is in, it's going to need a bigger enclosure. I know they're relatively heavy webbers from what I've researched in between getting the enclosures, and they also are burrowing species, so I'll sort of fill it half and half with substrate, a couple of anchor points, and hopefully that'll be alright. Got a bag of substrate. This is a mix of cocoa fibre and peat. Let's just get loads of that in there. Oh, maybe that's a bit too much, I don't know, let's spread it out. I like to throw it all over the shed. Oh no, that's alright. Right, so that's like that. I'll move the cameras around in a minute as well. Right, let's find some stick, anchor point, like so, and some fake plants just because I've got them lying around, so I might as well use them. And just a little water dish, as I've got one. So what we're going to do is, first things first, let's fill up the water. I will move you in a minute, I promise. Let that overflow just a little bit. Now I am very wary that this is a new world, so what I'm going to do, take the lid off as much as I can without taking the lid off properly, put the lid on the enclosure, and then just sort of coax it out with my forceps so it can't run away. I've also got a catch cup somewhere. This will work as a catch cup for now. This might be an enclosure for something else in a minute, but got my catch cup. So let's move you around. That's as good as you're going to get for your camera view, because I'm going to pay more attention to actually unboxing the spider than what the clip is doing. So nice and gently pop the lid off a bit. Right, the lid's just resting on there now. Let's get that in there like that. Pop the lid on as best I can. Slide it on like so. You can see it from the GoPro. There's just a tiny little gap. So let's get the lid off. Oh, this is going well already. Get the lid off. Oh, come on. This is supposed to be the easy bit. Okay. Lid is off. Close that up as much as possible. My straw as well, just so I've got something else I can use if needs be. There's lots of webbing in here already. Let's have a look. Okay, she's not as big as I was expecting. That makes me feel a bit more confident. She has done so much webbing already. This is amazing. So I'm going to try and get her out, and if I have to remove the paper and stuff at a later date, I will. Looks alright so far, as long as she doesn't climb up it. That's it, there you go. Cool, so that's some of that off. She is gorgeous. That webbing is so thick as well. Right, so she's a bit smaller than I was expecting, which is actually a good thing. So let's just see if we can poke her out without her running away. She's obviously made quite a lot of webbing, so she's quite comfortable in here. There we go, that's it. Out you go. Straight up to the top, so see, it's glad I put the lid on it. So you can just about see her there. Hopefully she'll go back down so I can get the stuff out and get the lid on properly. But let's get a good shot while she's up and about. Just push that because I think she can get out of there. Right. Well, there she is. That's not a very good shot, unfortunately. So we can get on from the other side. There you go. Sort of a good shot. not great. Let's pop you back down without knocking the camera over. Oh, she's making her way down, which is good. Sorry about the shaky camera, but you can see her there. So what I want to try and do is get her down so she's hiding in the substrate, on the substrate on the log, just so I've got enough time to open the lid and take that tub out. Because these, according to the internet and what I've looked at, are supposed to be mainly ground dwellers, so she wants to go down, but at the moment she just wants to go up, which is quite frustrating. Right, what we're going to do is just pop the lid on properly. There we go. I'm going to move it to one side and we'll get on with the next one, and I'll come back and remove that in a bit. So back in a mo. Right, so the next one we're going to do is the, what we're going to do, Trinidad Olive, the N incei. So these are a old wild tarantula, they're a dwarf tarantula, and they're not particularly bitey or anything, they're just known to be quite quick. They also really like to burrow, so a decent amount of substrate again. So let's get some of that in there. Like so. We've got our substrate in. Get that down. I'm also going to moisten this a bit more as well, just because it holds together a little bit better. And give that a quick mist. I was going to put some fake plants in there, and I thought I had some, but I can't find them. I also thought I had some cork bark, but I don't seem to have that either at the moment, so I'm doing really well. Very well prepared, of course. Right, I've got nothing at the moment, so what I'm going to do is just make a little starter burrow in the corner there. I'll have to go to the shop tomorrow and get some cork bark and whatnot. Right, so she's in there. They can be very fast, so I'm going to need a catch cup, and I'm using my catch cup as an enclosure now. So, oh, there we go. Got my catch cup. That'll work fine. And I need the lid for the enclosure as well. Actually, what I could do is do it like this. So, how's that view for you guys? Not great, but that'll have to do. I'll show you. I'll get some decent shots at the end, but priority is getting her or him in the enclosure. So I'm going to just lift it up a little bit for you, make it a little bit better. You can't really see. Right, so both cameras are on. Again, I'm going to pop the lid just slightly so it's off, and then pop her in like so. Get my tongs, and well, you can't really see that at all, can you? That was clever of me. Let's spin it around. There you go. So, with my tongs and my straw, I'm going to lift the lid off, and she's right there. Let's see if we can just encourage her out. I don't want her to bolt back inside, I want her to come out. I wonder if I can grab that tissue paper. Well, that went well. She's sitting right inside it. Let's see if we can coax her out. There we go. She is stunning. Oh my gosh. Well, she's fully out because of the burrowers. Let's get you a good shot of that. That is a beautiful, beautiful tarantula. So these guys don't get particularly large. Like I said, they're dwarf species, but that is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking animal. I'm well happy with that, and she's a much better size than I was expecting as well. So let's pop you over there. Close the lid down. Oh, I hate those tubs, but it does the job. So yeah, she's in there. I'll get, like I said, I'll get again some more close-ups when we're done, if she hasn't run away. But that, I don't know if you can see it in the GoPro or in this one, is an awesome looking spider. I think they're the two bigger ones. So let's pop those down there. And stop the camera and come back in a second. What we're going to do is the Caribena Versicolor, because I love a Caribena Versicolor. And when they're slings, they're lovely little things. So I don't know what size it is, and I can't actually see it in there at all. So we're going to pop the lid off and just see if we can have a look without making a dash for it, because they can be a bit bolty, these ones. Okay, can't see it at all. So I'm just going to get a temporary tub. Just going to pop it in a tub, just temporarily. This is not its enclosure, I'll move it into an enclosure in a minute. I just need to see how big it is, so I know what sort of size enclosure to put it in. So, really awkwardly, I'm going to try and get the tissue paper out. I must say, these are very well packaged. I just need another pair of tongs, which I don't have. I'm not worried about this one, even if it's aggressive. I just don't want it to bolt. Okay, I can see it. How big are we talking? Not very large. Quite a small sling. I don't think it's as small as my Caribena later. So let's find a pot for it quickly. Actually, the one that's in might be quite good, but it's not got enough air holes. Right, I'm going to pop it in the tub that it's in temporarily, and I've got a slightly larger tub that's got no air holes in it at the moment, so I'll transfer it over into that later. So let's just get it out and trust that it's not going to disappear for a minute once I find some substrate. Oh, nice bit of temporary substrate. I don't have any sticks or anything at the moment, so broken bit of cocktail stick, a bit more broken. One there, and one like that. I suppose that'll be absolutely fine for, I don't know, a couple of hours. And we love a sea versi. Not sure which way it's going to come out. Let's just, oh, here it comes. There we go. They're so cute. This is my third sea versicolor. I just love them. All their legs. You can't really see. Unfortunately, my light stopped working because it's too hot. But he's in there. It seems happy enough. It's got this weird tub with some sponge on it at the moment because it's a mantis tub that I got from the garden centre, from the pet shop. But that'll be absolutely fine for a few hours. I might keep it in that and just put some more air holes in it. I'm not sure yet, but I've got loads of like these bug tub things, so it'll probably end up in one of those. But that is cool. Just down there at the moment, so that's my third sea versicolor. And last but not least, from the size of the tub, we have got a tiny Sun Tiger. So what I'm actually going to do is put the Sun Tiger in the thing that the Trinidad Olive came in, because it doesn't need anything bigger than that. Right, so quick Google tells me again, these are old worlds. They can be very quick. They normally run away before they bite anything, which is always good, what we like to hear. It's also arboreal, so a little tiny bit of substrate in the tub, just to hold some moisture, like so. Ignoring the fact that it says Trinidad Olive on there, I'm going to have to clean it up at some point. And now I need to find a stick, because I don't have any, because I've just put it in the other enclosure. But I've got to have something knocking about somewhere. I will be back in a sec. I'm going to go get my cocktail sticks. Okay, I'm back. I'm armed with cocktail sticks. Oh, I'm throwing stuff all over the place. So what we're going to do is just first cut the spike off and retrieve that later, because it's just gone flying across the room, and then just cut these to size, so just a little bit smaller around the pot. Retrieve that one, so that should sit, oh, not attach my finger, get in there, that one go in there like that. So that'll do. That's a nice little enclosure. They won't be in that for particularly long anyway, because slings seem to grow quite quickly. So now we've got to get this one in that tub. And like I said, these are old world, so they have got a bit more of a potent venom, so I am wary. But at the same time, it's tiny, so I'm going to struggle anyway. So I've got a catch cup, got an extra little tub there just in case, and here goes nothing, I suppose. Let's get you nice and zoomed in if we can. Let's have a look, see. We'll pop the lid off. Right, that's the lid coming off. And it is in there. And it's facing backwards as well. So I'm hoping I can just prise it out very gently. It's going in the wrong way around. And it's going in deeper. What I'm going to do actually is get it into the catch cup. I've got another one over here, so I've got a spare one. I've got one of these, so we'll get it out into that tub and then we'll transfer it into the other tub, because I think that seems like the easiest way to do it. God, it is tiny, I don't want to lose it. So if we just do that, pull out this nice and slowly, there we go. Right, nice and gently, let's see if we can coax it out. Looks like it's heading this way. Okay, it's out, which is good, and it's already webbing, which is awesome. So whilst it's there, let's get a good shot of it. Look at that. That is beautiful, and also bigger than I was expecting it to be. But I'm going to get it in that little tub for now, and then I'm going to have to make up another ferrero rocher enclosure soon. So coax them into that one and then transfer them into the other one. Come on, bud. Oh, stop with the fret posture, you grumpy little sling. Come on. Oh, he is proper grumpy. I know that the flash has gone out as well. It's overheating, I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. That's it, in there. That's where we want you. And then what we're going to do is, this is going to be the clever part. You're going to all be really impressed with this. Hopefully. Is we're going to turn him up upside down, and he just fell straight in there. So I'm not convinced that he is arboreal, but that's what the internet said. So he's in, which is good. Not that you can see. There we go. He's in. So I'm going to stop the video in a second. And like I said, if I have got them mixed up, and this one's the burrower and the other one's the arboreal, then I'm going to change the enclosures up and around. And next time I do an update video, you'll see that. I'll also put it in the description in case you've got the same species and you want to double check that I'm not being an idiot. Then you can check it in the description. So last, I've got to, not this one, this one. We've got to find it, which I can see it is hiding right down the back, which is good. So very carefully, oh hang on, let me change that out. What I'm going to do, slide the lid off, keeping a very close eye on that tarantula. I'm going to take the lid off completely, and I'm going to be brave, put my hand in, there we go. So that is sorted. So that's 4 tarantulas rehoused, relatively pain free. Also, I think I put the other lid in upside down, which is going to be a massive pain if I have. And it looks like I have. Oh no, just me being awkward. Right, there we go. So that is on, which is great. So yeah, there we go. Let's flip you around. That's the end of this video. My first 2 old world tarantulas rehoused, I'd say, without incident at all, touch wood, which is really good. £3 mystery box that was. That was absolutely amazing. I don't know the values, they don't have the values written on them. But yeah, absolutely chuffed with that. I could not have asked for anything better, to be quite honest. So thank you very much to Tea Cave. Again, their link for their Facebook page is in the description below. They're doing another raffle at the moment, but I don't know if this video will be up before their raffle's finished. But go and check them out, because I think he's going to do quite a lot of these, because it seemed really, really popular. And yeah, I'm going to go do some research, make sure I've got all my facts right about the 2, the Indian violet and the, oh my brain's just gone to mush, and the sun tiger. So, and I'll double check, I'll send the TK a message and just double check that I have got my scientific names correct, because that might mean I've got the information wrong. I might have the information right and the spider's just being odd, so who knows. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to have an update on what's going on with the enclosures, look in the description, I'll put it in there. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, push thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever, leave a comment. If you liked the video, definitely leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, please also leave a comment and tell me why, because I need to get better, in my opinion. So yeah, thanks for watching, see you next time.